Hey, welcome back everybody to Trickle Steaks Knives. Today I wanted to show you my fish knife collection. Um, kind of a strange collection, I guess. I started collecting these just because they're extremely cheap to collect. This is probably the most beat up one because someone kind of smashed it a little bit there. A lot of them I get used. I don't really collect them anymore as far as I'm not currently purchasing them. But I do have 10. Ta-da! I guess we'll go over one at a time here because each one is different. That's why I got them. There's a lot of newer ones, a lot of older ones. So I tried to just get, when I was searching for them, I would just try and get a little bit of everything. This is a real old one. See there, fish knife. And has a half stop and comes out. I like how it has this. It's not a serrated, but I think that would be used for a fish scaler. They they all have really, especially the older ones. They always have a really sharp blade on them. Also has the can opener there. This one is made by you should be able to see it right there, but I cannot. I think it says Imperial or Colonial. It's definitely one or the other, and that's just if I'm seeing it correctly. Pretty cool knife. It's kind of little. It's split right there. I was actually thinking like maybe I should just throw this in the garbage, but I mean it still works, and even if that pops off right there, I mean it's just the top piece of it. So I mean it's still a good knife, still works. Very thin, extremely thin. Uh, the majority of these, I don't even know where to set all these. Let's just do this. We'll start off and set the first one there. Next, another fish knife, shockingly. This one's a two blade one. This one's definitely brand new. Something I just got out of the package type thing. I might have used it a couple times for some cuts. I think that's an Imperial. No half stop. And you'll open it down here to get to the D-hooker and the scaler and totally blank there. Pop can bottle remover there. It still has real nice snap. This one was like old stock or something, but it was new in the box or package. Actually, it wasn't even in a box. It was in a old style package. I should have saved it, but I just didn't think it was worth saving. If it's not real like colorful art like this, it's not worth saving. This is one of my favorites by far. It's definitely older. Try to let you see what it says on this blade here because it's real faded. But we are gonna try. I can't remember what it says. It says something right there though. We are going to attempt. I can't remember what it says. It's right there though. Yeah. Oh well. Hopefully it'll come up on the when I'm watching it on TV. Right there, there is a Tang stamp, but I can't read it. It's extremely light because this one is older. I want to say this one was the like, what is this one called? The Oysters or something like that. It's Ulsters. I think this is Ulsters. Ulster. Believe that's what this is. I'm almost positive that's what it says right there. So hopefully that comes up because I'm not holding it any longer. This is a really old knife. I'm pretty sure this is bone handles on it. This is in excellent condition for how old this is. Everything about it, it's not rusting really. Everything's real lined up as far as the springs and just real tight lockup. For being how old it is, I mean it's in very good condition. And I'm not saying this is like I'm not I don't know how to say this. It's not like I'm really proud of this collection or anything. It's not like I go out of my way to show people my fish knife collection. Because I mean they're kind of cool, you know. This one's a little dinged up because someone felt the need to. I might even try to like pull that out so it looks just somewhat nicer. Anyways, it's got a similar looking blade as the other ones. I believe that says Colonial. It always has a really good sharp blade style like this. Usually it has a little bit of scaler on top. This one just has the blade and that's it, just a single blade. Some of these, I swear, because I get them used, man. These are old knives. And boy, some of these you would not believe. My Lord, it was so, just like, so dirty. I mean, these are used for fishing, so it's nothing that's surprising to me at all. When I got them, like, oof. I forget which one. There was one of these. Like it took me a good few cleanings. Like I had to clean it just repeatedly. It was so dirty. It might be this one. I think it is this one. And the only reason I kept going at it is because this one's it's older. It's kind of rare. Not rare, but just a lot of them don't really say this on the end anymore. Like this is kind of an old thing that they used to do. They put, if I can get it right there, hook remover would be at the end. The blade on this is pretty sick. It's another reason I kept it. And another reason from that is it's the only one I have that has a liner lock on it. It's not a great liner lock, but it's there. I love the tip on this is just so wicked. It's like this real I don't know, just wicked looking tip for a knife. Very that would be good for fishing though. This one is made by Kent, so you know it's an oldie. I really tell you the truth, I don't have too much information in my head about Kent. It's probably the only, I don't know. The older companies sometimes I won't have information about it, which is strange. Because usually I'll know something about a company, but I knew that this one was, at least different from the other ones because it had this, and you could see like, that's how it locks. So while it won't shut on you, which is good, you have to push that over to the left, and then it shuts. And I can't tell you how long just that process right there, for it to shut and for this blade not to be popping out, I had to clean this thing so many times. Like it was just so like, and see, that's usually how it would be. And then like I'd have to really force it the rest of the way. But now, at least when you break the lock and you get it like right here, at least it'll go down. So I like it. Uh, Again, almost wanted to throw it away because it was so dirty, but it survived. This one, I believe, is another lightly used one. You can tell right there on the blade. It's got some use. Lightly used though. This one's made. Can't see it, but I think it's right there, or it's right there, and that should be pretty clear. This one also down here, pinch or you put your nail in, and you can just barely see it. Also on some of these, you can just barely see where you put your nail in, but this one does have one as well. So always nice when it has two instruments, but one is fine, especially for this style of knife. This would be a good knife to hand someone because there's no lock usually. With fish knives, usually there's never a lock. Here's another older one for sure. Just the age alone on this, I can't read what it says, but I think there's something on the blade, or that might just be a mark across it. I can't tell if that used to like say something on there. It seems like that's just something, a stain basically. Let's see, the maker is whatever that says. Imperial. I believe that's what I got. I believe I saw an Imperial sign. And this one, some you open on this side for the fish scaler, but on this one it's on the back end. It's not like it's a big deal. As you can see, this one has some use, which they all do. The only ones that's brand new is this one right here. All the other ones have at least just a little bit of use. So you can see some are small, like these two here are a little bit smaller, and then the other ones are a little longer. The older models are my favorite, just because it's like real well built. I mean, you can tell like this one and this one. This is another one that was just really dirty inside there. It was so bad. I just wanted to throw it away. Like you clean it like, and that's the thing. I love cleaning knives for me to say like, oh, like man, this thing was just like if once you get like the third time cleaning it and it's still just gunking out like, ugh. This tip of this knife, I'm not sure if it came like this or what, but I think it's pretty cool. I kind of think it did come like this. Let me watch. The blade has some smudge on it, so I want you to see the maker. I think it's Imperial, but it's an old Imperial. First, let's look at the end of this blade because it's kind of like the one of the other ones. How it just kind of like anchors up down there. I'm pretty sure that's how it came. There's another one. Which one was it? This one kind of has that going. How it just like angles up. And I believe that's really to get a fish hook out. Because that would be kind of ideal. So, anyways, believe that's going to say Imperial. Yeah, Imperial. Nice little blade there. Again, on the other side, you can lift it up. The scaler. Looks like, I guess I probably put a bunch of oil on this one because, yeah, just all that oil, that was a fresh paper towel. This one's just one of those ones, like it's so damn dirty that I mean, you could see the back end of this was just awful, but I mean, I really made it look a lot better than it was, especially down in here. Good Lord, I hope you can see down in there. It was just so awful. A couple of these were. So if you're gonna collect these style knives, great. But just when you collect used knives, especially the fish ones, they're gonna be extremely dirty, not just dirty. Remember, people are using them. That's what I think I failed to realize that. I love it when they're half stops on these. That's probably why I kind of like them. Most of them, I won't even say most, at least half of them got half stops, so that's nice. And I love this look on the clip blades. How they put that scaler there. I guess that's what they're calling it. It's probably another Imperial. That's what these mainly are, except for those two I called out, the Kent and I can't read that one, Colonial. Again, has use, but I think this blade actually looks awesome with the battle worn look, you know what I mean? All of them that have like a little bit of stained on the blades, I love that. That always thought that looks pretty cool. All right, we are down to the very last one. 17 minutes in here. Let's see who makes this one. Because I'm not sure this... Sometimes you get knives that people think they're slick on eBay. And I'll tell you what I'm talking about, because I might as well go over that. Just so others are aware of what some people try to do just to make a sale. And it's a waste of time on everybody's part, to tell you the truth. I'm just trying to get this one as good as I can look. Well, this is another one, like, it was pretty, it was, not clean. You just think that if you're selling a knife, maybe run a brush off some of the worm guts and stuff. I'm just saying, if I was selling something on eBay, I'd try to make it look as good as I can. I can't see what that says. Hopefully you can. Let's see, it does have a scaler too. I try to remember to wipe these off because I know with these dirtier ones, I'm definitely going to keep getting stuff coming off of them. This one doesn't smell as bad as it used to, but it used to have this weird, like, I don't even know. To me, it was like they tried to clean this with some sort of chemical, like really, really strong chemical, and it didn't work. Or maybe it did. I don't know. Maybe it did, and that's what I have left. So what people will do on eBay, and this is probably the second or third time that someone's done this to me, and it's just a stupid low thing to do, and it's just, all right, this knife started out kind of looking like this knife. How it's brown. So what someone will, and it wasn't like all the way brown, but it was like they were trying to make it kind of like, I guess like this, I don't know. But when the marker's coming off in my hand as I'm messing with it, it's like, bro, someone did this to me with a Swiss Army knife. I have red shit on my hands, and I'm like, bro, I did whatever you did. Like, I didn't need you to do that. I knew I was buying a used Swiss Army knife, or I knew this was used when I bought it. Like, you just leave it like it is. Like, I would have bought it just like it is. And yeah, there's no more. There's brown in the cracks, but like all the brown that's not in the cracks, it's all faded away and it's gone. But it's just like, bro, just. Well, I don't know why people try to get over on somebody like that. It's like, really? You just and it's just like you just wasted your time by by markering this thing with a apparently a non-washable marker. Or I mean, I'm sorry. Apparently, you did it with a washable marker because it came right off. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, do you have any sense? Like if you're trying to pull this crap, you better use at least a permanent marker, and you might want to let it set up for a little while. I'm just saying. So out of these, and yeah, this video is long. I'm not weighing them. I'll probably do. I tell you what, I'll probably do a video on this one because it's my very favorite, and I'll explain why. Just it's in great condition, like I explained before. I believe it's an Ulster's, is the brand. I think it was Ulster's. I think that's what it says right there. Anyways, I love the swedge on this top. I don't think any of these. Let me check, because it'd be these bigger ones if it did. I think it's the only one that has a swedge on it like that. Yeah. So that's why I know that's very small. That's a very small reason, but that's my reason. It just makes the knife look that much cooler, having that little swedge right there. You know what I mean? That's the only one that has that, and it has a scaler too, which is I could take it or leave it, and it's in good condition. The only thing that's the bone is showing age, but that's it. I mean, I don't even know. Maybe that's the color it's always been, but I assume it used to be white, but maybe it's always been yellow. Mm. Has a great snap. I mean, this really is it does. The only thing it doesn't have is a half stop, but I'm letting that slide completely. This is the one I keep, and then all these go to my kids hold on to these, but I had to go get them from them. Just to do this video, because like I said, I used to really collect them, and I do. I mean, I just don't. I'm not buying anymore. You know what I mean? This is it. This is my 10, and there's not going to be an 11. So, actually, I think this one is spoken for. I gave this one to one of my daughter's friends, but she can't have it yet because she's still a little guy. But she doesn't have much in the knife department, and my daughter has a few, so I wanted to, include her and stuff. So I said, here's a couple knives, but you can't have them yet because, I don't want your parents to hate me because I just sent you home with some knives. But yeah, so this one's hers, and then this one's mine, and then the rest of these are just my kids will split up. They're just not. They're not. They're just really cheap. And I'm not saying that they don't work and they don't have their place and they're not great knives, because they're excellent knives, especially if you're just looking for something that, like, these have a great, or at least the ones that have half stop, it's a pretty cool walk and talk. I mean, it really is. Real nice snap. And this one's older than heck. I mean, it really is. This one's old. It's so old it broke on this side. So, and to me, it looks aged. It doesn't have, it just says fishing knife. It doesn't have a badge. I think just about all of them, except for this one. has a badge. No, I guess the one I like the most doesn't have a badge either. Pardon me. Let's see, which one was this? Was that a Colonial? Whatever that says. It's either Colonial or the other one. So, yep. This one's just the my favorite and the one that's in my collection. It's just the best one of the bunch by far. I wouldn't get rid of this one just because it's just a really good piece. It's in great condition, and I do recommend this one out of all of them just because of this blade. I love that swedge on top. Makes it look just really attractive. All right, we're 25 minutes in. There you go, everyone. You all have a great day.